Okay, all right. Very good afternoon to everyone. Hope everybody is well and good. Okay, all right. So today I'm going to talk about the DTD in XML. Right? DTD means document type definition. How the DTD can be used in XML. Okay. Next, XML and DTDs. What is DTD? A DTD is we call the document type definition that define the structure of one or more XML documents. That means once you want to use or you want to write any XML document, you need to follow some rules and regulations that is specified in the, we call the document type definition. In DTD, there are three things is there. Number one, we call the elements. Number two, we call the attribute. And number three, we call the entity. Okay. So what are the three things we have in the DTD? Element, attribute, and entities. Okay, now an XML document is well format. We can say this is a well format if it follows certain simple syntactic rules. That means if the XML we need to follow XML document, we can say this is a well format. That means it has to follow some rules. And second one, an XML document is valid. When you want to say that this XML document is valid, if it also specifies and conforms to a DTD. That means if they follow the rules and regulations that is defined inside the document type definition. Next. Now look at the well-formed XML documents. A well-formed XML document has correct XML syntax. That means the well-formed XML document must be follow correct XML syntax. A well-formed XML document is a document that conforms to the XML syntax rules described. I already described in the previous chapters, but look at these rules here. Number one, XML document must have a root element. Number two, XML elements must have a start and end tags. XML tags are case sensitive, so this is very important. If you want to use the tag, you have to follow the whether you are using the small letters or capital letter. That is case sensitive. XML elements must be properly nested. You must be properly nested the XML elements. And the last one, XML attributed must be always be quoted. Once you use any attribute in the XML, you must have to specify with the double quotation or single quotation. Next. A valid XML documents. An XML document is valid if there is a DTD or XML schema. So another concept here is XML schema. We'll learn later on this one. XML schema associated with it, and if the XML document complies with that DTD or schema. That means if you want to say that this is a valid, this is a valid XML document, then you have to follow the rules regulation specified in DTD or XML schema. A valid XML document is a well-formed XML document. Next, why we use the DTD? That means why we need to use DTD. So there are some reasons here. XML documents provide an application independent way of sharing data. That means XML document that is provide an application in independent way of sharing the data. XML documents may proceed by computer programs. It is very hard to write a program that knows how to process the tag, since any tag can be included in the XML documents. So if you want to write the XML document, then this is very difficult because you are using different kinds of tags that is created by yourself. Okay. And second one is a DTD specifies the tags may occur, when they may occur, and what attributes they may or must have. That means once you want to write the XML document, of course, you have to follow some rules and regulations that is defined in the DTD. That means you must have to follow the tag rules in the XML that is already defined in DTD. A DTD allows the XML document to be verified. So once you write the XML document, that must be verified by the DTD. With a DTD, independent groups of people agree to use a common DTD for interchanging data. That means if you want to use the DTD, the groups of people must be agree with use the common DTD for interchanging their XML data. Thus, the DTD is shared across group, allows to the group to produce consistent XML document. That means if you want to use standard DTD, then the group must be agreed and they can use the common DTD for their XML documents. I think you understand this one. Okay, next. Parsers. An XML parser is an API, application programming interface, that reads the content of an XML document. A validating parser is an XML parser that compares the XML document to a DTD and report any errors. So what the XML parser is doing, they actually compares the XML document with the DTD, whether you follow the rules and regulations specified by DTD in the XML document or not. And based on that one, they will give the report. Validation is the process. What is validation? Validation is a process of checking a document against a DTD. More generally, against a set of construction rules. That means this validation means if you want to write the XML document, you have to follow the rules and regulations specified by DTD. That is, once you check this document against the XML, then it's called the validation of the XML document. Most browsers don't validating the parser. Next, example of XML. Look at this example here. The first line is the declaration of XML with the version, and you have to quote with the version double quotation mark 1.0. Then you have to specify this is document type. Then name of the document is the record, and then you have to use the keyword we call the system. The system, this is identified basically. Look at the source of this record. Where is the rules actually written? Find out the files that the rules is written. Here is record the DTD. These files consist of rules and regulations for this XML document. Okay, now go to the next. The first one is novel. What is novel? This is the root elements of the XML. Then these are the sub elements, sub elements. Forward, paragraph, forward again, starting and ending tag, chapter, number equal to 1. This is the attributes we have to define with the double quotation marks. Then again the paragraph is the sub, and the chapter, finish the chapter tag, and the root tag finish. An XML document contains elements, attributes, and entities. So here the elements such as the novel, paragraph, novel, this is the, we call the elements, then paragraph, these are the elements, consist of text and content. Of course, this is the text and the content is there. Attributes such as the number, just now I told you, attributes you must have to define the value with double quotation, equal to double quotation 1. This containing a name and the value, containing the name, chapter number, and the value. There is no entities in this example. Next, look at the example of DTD, how DTD looks like. So if you look at the first line, we use the keyword we call the element. And it must be, remember, in the DTD, the element and the keyword must be written in all capital letters. Element must be right in capital letters. You cannot use small letters elements. Okay, now elements, name of the element is novel, according to the previous examples of XML. Then forward, chapter, plus, then element, forward, paragraph, plus 1, element, chapter, paragraph, plus 1. Actually, plus ones means more, one or more. Okay, element, paragraph, then we use the PC data. So this is what type of data actually we're using for the paragraph. We must have to define here. This is PC data, means first character data. And then attribute list, ATTLIST. This is also you need to write in the capital letter, ATTLIST, the name of the attribute, chapter number, and this is we consider as the C data. What is meant by C data? Character data, and this is required. You must have to write this one. We call the required. Okay, now look at the explanation of this one. A novel consists of the forward and one or more chapters. Okay, one or more chapters. This is forward and one or more chapters. Chapter plus. In the other order, each chapter must have a number attributes. Must have a number attribute. Each chapter. This is called the all attribute list. Chapter must have a number attributes. Then second one, forward consists of one or more paragraphs. Forward consists of one or more plus one or more paragraphs. Then the paragraph consists of parse character data, and again paragraph consists of parse character data, PC data. This is a text data, and the parse character data actually it can be separated from the text. For example, if there is any text, starting tag and ending tag, so in middle this is called the content. It can be separated from the content and tag from each other. Next, another example of DTD, XML version 1.0. Then we have to use what type of document we are going to use. The document name is page, and the system. System is, this is basically find out where is the source for this definition. Page.dtd is the file, the source is there. Now this is the page, root element, start tag and end tag, title, content, and comments is the sub elements. Okay, so look at here. This is the actually the definition given inside the DTD. Based on these definitions, we are going to write the code in XML. So you look at here, element we use as root element is the page. Then the title, content, and the comment. First child of the root element is title. Second child of the root element is the content, and the third, we put the question mark, this is optional. Third optional child of the root element is comment. Okay, now you have to define each of the element. Element, title, this is PC data. That means this is the first character data. Okay, then content, also we define as the first character data, and the element comment, this is also we define as the first character data. So we call all these are elements is called the element definition.